Look at them windmills out there. They sure do not mess up a prairie, don't they? I'll tell you what, we got this. Hello, everybody. Hey, coming to you live today from the mobile cattle wagon station. We're en route to Wichita, Kansas State, by the way, just to let you know. Sorry I've been around the last couple of days, but I've been feeling poorly. I've been feeling like miserable bad. I'll tell you what happened. Okay, so I got home, and my neighbor called me, and he said, hey, I need you to help me work the cattle. And I'm like, I ain't going to help you work the cattle, Hoss. There ain't no way. And he said, well, I need some help. I ain't got nobody else to do it. I said, I'm not going to help you. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to help you at all. So, anyway, when I got the horse saddled up, I rode over to see what he needed. And he said, well, we got to go down to the bottom to get the cows up, bring them up the corral. We got a worm and everything. I said, shit, I already had that done. But anyway, I'm over there already, so I'm going to help you. So we get all up, headed up towards the corral, and he goes, I'm missing one. And I said, where's your dad? He said, I'll bet it's that big old mean one that's down there in the bottom below that pond and all that brush. You can't hardly see her. He said, could you ride over and see if you can get her? So I ride over at the edge of that pond. I'm looking down that thick old brush, and I heard it coming. I heard that dude coming. I mean, it's coming. It sounded like the snaggletooth, knuckle dragon, fur-shedded, big-footed creature coming right at me. And when that dude broke the brush, me and my horse both were like, woo! And there's that cow. So anyway, we rope that sucker. We get to head back up there to all the rest of them. We finally get her in the corral. And she's mean. I called her Bessie because she's just meaner than hell. So we get to warming these old cow stuff, and I said, where's your pour on warmer? And he said, I don't do that. He said, I do the peel. That peel's about that daggum long. And you put it in this gun, and you put it down the truck, and it goes down there. And good Lord. So he gives me that gun. That's my job. So we get almost every one of them done, and all of a sudden, here comes Bessie. And I'm telling you, she scared me to death. When she come running up that alleyway, it looked like my mother-in-law headed to a buffet line. She's knocking cows out of the way. She's tearing down part of the fence. Here she comes. She got up that head. I just barely caught her, and she's raking that thing around. So I get my old pill stuck in that gun. I go to put it in there. Betsy bites the sumbitch in half. Yeah, in half. Spits it out at me. So then I'm like, I'll teach you. So we had a little old piece of garden hose laying there. It went in the stock tank. I took that off, and I stuck that pill in that garden hose. And I put that down her throat. And I got right up her that garden hose, and I fixed to go blow that down her throat. And when I got her right there, she blew first. Yeah. Blew the cattle warmer down my throat. So by the time I got done with the cows, I'm feeling kind of poorly. I'm not feeling good at all. So I told her, I said, you're going to have to take my horse home because I got to go to the hospital because I'm afraid something bad wrong. So I get down there and walk in. That lady at the front desk goes, oh, my God, look at you. And I said, yes, ma'am, I can tell you what I'm feeling. She said, oh, I could see what you're feeling. You're in bad shape. It's an emergency. And I said, yes, ma'am, it's an emergency. She said, we'll get a doctor right out to you. So 4.5 hours later when he come out, they took me back there, and he said, what'd you do? And I said, well, I accidentally swallowed one of them cattle warming pills. And he said, dummy, you're not supposed to do that. And I said, well, thank you, Einstein. I need to know that. Thank you very much. And I said, what can we do about it? He said, well, bend over. I got to give you a shot. So I bent over the table, and he stuck that needle in there. I'll tell you what, it felt like a ballpoint pen. That dude was big. And he started to put that stuff in there, and it got on fire. It was like burning. And you could feel it going in. Felt like, good Lord, it hurt. And I said, good Lord, doctor, what in the heck are you giving me? And he said, well, since you swallowed that cattle warming pill, he said, I'll give you 15 cc's of Ivomec. You'll be better tomorrow morning. Smart aleck.
Now, hey, don't go riding off just yet. Take a stroll over to woodyporter.com for more fun and a few more tall tales. We'll see you all out there on the trail.